What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today I'm here with some pretty big news, especially for Breaking Bad fans, because we can all agree that show is amazing, and we just got news that there is a Breaking Bad movie in the works. And this information came out of super quickly. Like, we got the news last night, and they're already set to begin filming in November. So this is very exciting, and I'm gonna break it down for you guys in this video today. But I will say, spoiler warning in case you haven't seen Breaking Bad, because I'm gonna be talking about what happened at the end, so spoiler warning. But other than that, let's get started. Okay, so this is the Hollywood Reporter's statement on it. They said, details in the project, which have been floating around the industry with a possible fake/working title of Greenbrier, are slim. It's unclear if the movie would be another prequel like AMC's Better Call Saul, or a follow-up of some sort. It's also unclear if any of the original stars, such as Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul, are involved in the new project, which sources stress will be set in the existing Breaking Bad franchise. Now, I see a lot of people saying that Aaron Paul has been confirmed for it. Now, I don't know if that's 100% true, but I believe it, because if you watch Breaking Bad, you know what happened at the end. You know, Jesse Pinkman, he did survive. Now, this next statement by the Hollywood Reporter is I think why people are thinking Aaron Paul is confirmed for it, and I also believe it because of what they said here. So they said, Gilligan sources say, will pen the script, executive produce, and possibly direct Breaking Bad and prequel series Better Call Saul. Executive producers Mark Johnston and Melissa Bernstein are also said to be attached to the film project, which is said to follow the escape of a kidnapped man in his quest for freedom. Now, that is literally the description of Jesse Pinkman, because at the end of, Breaking Bad, he was kidnapped by Jack and Todd and them, and he was forced to make crystal meth until, Walter White came and saved him, and then he escaped. So Jesse Pinkman is still out there in the Breaking Bad universe, so that's why I believe this movie is gonna be following him. Now, I love Breaking Bad. It is my third favorite show of all time. If you watch this channel, you know that The Walking Dead is my first, all-time favorite, and then second would probably be The Leftovers, and then Breaking Bad. Now, that being said, even though it's my third favorite show, I still think Breaking Bad is the best show that I've ever seen in my life, if that makes any sense. Like, it's not my favorite show, but it is the best show that I've seen, because this show is near perfection, when it comes to the writing, the acting, the story, the pacing. I can't even recall a moment in this series that I didn't like, or I don't like. I can't remember that season or that episode that really bugged me because I found it like bad or anything. There is no moments like that in the entire series of Breaking Bad, and this show is so good. And that's why I was a little bit worried, about a movie, because I didn't want the movie to, that show is like near perfection. It could just be left there and look back on history as like one of the best shows of all time. But then, obviously it's Vince Gilligan who's making it, and they said he's writing it, producing it, and possibly directing it. That's what gets me excited, because he is the man behind that genius. So I definitely have hope for this movie, and I'm very, very excited for it. But the next thing that I want to talk about is Bryan Cranston and Heisenberg, because of his possibility in returning. Now, we have very minimal information on this movie. Like, we don't even know if it's gonna be a prequel or a sequel or what, but just because of the description and fans always wanting more Jesse Pinkman, because Jesse Pinkman is an amazing character and he's still alive out there, that's what leads me to believe that it is gonna be a sequel, and it's gonna be taking place like after the events of Walter White saving Jesse and Jesse escaping. Now, we saw what happened to Heisenberg at the end there. Now, to me, I feel like there is a possibility of him still being alive, because the show ended not with his dead body, but him in the moment of his dying moments. Like, it showed him dying. So, we don't know what happened. Maybe they sent him to a hospital and saved his life. Like, I'm being serious, because I know Bryan Cranston always teases that he still thinks Walter White is alive, and he just had an interview today too, talking about the whole movie thing. Now, I watched the interview. It was on the Dan Patrick show, and Bryan Cranston confirmed that there is a movie in the works. He said Vince Gilligan told him about it, and then he was asked that would he return and play, because he has no clue what the movie is about for sure, because he hasn't read the script, he said. But then he was asked, like, would you return as Walter White if you were asked? And he said he would. If Vince Gilligan asked him to return as Walter White, he would. So if they're gonna be expanding the Breaking Bad universe and and start making movies and possibly stuff, you know, and sequels about what happened in the original show, I will be shocked if Walter White doesn't come back. And I definitely think they can pull it off, because if Walter White comes back, you know, I'm not gonna be like, how the hell is he back? Because, you know, I saw him die. Because I didn't. We saw him, like I said, you know, his death wasn't 100% sealed. But like, for example, if like Gus comes back, yeah, I'm gonna be like, okay, how the fuck is this dude alive? He got half his face blown off, you know what I mean? So like, if Walter White comes back, yeah, it's gonna be believable. And there's other characters out there too, you know, Skyler, Walt Jr., and then the two amazing characters, Jesse and Saul. But I want to talk about Saul for a second, because they're making Better Call Saul right now, which is, as we know, is a prequel. But we saw what happened to Saul at the end of Breaking Bad. Like, he moved and he's working at a Cinnabon, you know, with a new identity. And they kind of tease that sometimes in the beginning of the seasons, you know, of Better Call Saul. So Saul Goodman is an amazing character, and I mean, I'm loving Better Call Saul. I think Bob Odenkirk has done so much with this character, and there is a lot more story to tell. So I'm looking forward to this movie. And again, we don't know what is it gonna be about, but the possibilities are out there, and I definitely think it could work. But I am gonna wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If we get any more information about this movie, I will be making a video on it, so stay tuned by hitting the subscribe button, and leave your thoughts and opinions about Breaking Bad, and what do you want to see in the Breaking Bad universe and in this movie. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.